Hey everyone, Repose here. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 9 of Double or Nothing, the series where I play Rogue solo, starting from level 1, and unable to use my stash or trade other players. Last episode, when set up for my first kill, the skeleton stole it. I drank this protection potion and this rogue didn't hear a thing. And I spectated a rare 3v3 on the Inferno floor. Please enjoy Season 2, Episode 9 of Double or Nothing. And we are back yet again. Gear is the same as the last episode. And we're getting to a point where we're pretty geared now, so in the normal dungeon, it's pretty unlikely that we find any upgrades. But we are at the edge of level 13, almost 14. So with any luck, if we survive this game, we should be high roller ready after this. But we spawn in back on the crypts, and we spawn in the forest square area, is what I call it. Pretty decent. Usually when I spawn here, I go west, and I go into the room with all the verticality. And there's a good amount of loot in there, and there's actually a lot of ore as well. At this point, I was just looking for ruby silver though, because I already crafted the cobalt gloves. And honestly, the inventory was getting pretty full if I mined multiple types of ore. So I'm pretty much just looking for ruby silver. I noticed there's a little rogue just standing under me there. And I could have dropped on him, but I got these mobs aggroed on me, so I'm gonna play a little bit safe. Kill these before I fight this guy. It's usually a really bad idea to fight someone while you have multiple mobs aggroed on you, because they're pretty unpredictable, and that's like an easy way to just get sandwiched and die. But I'm just chilling over here taking shots with my little hand crossbow at this guy. He's jumping around trying to dodge him. I go for another shot. I actually get the bug there. I don't know if I've talked about it, but there's this bug that's really annoying where sometimes the crossbow doesn't actually shoot. But he pushes me, I go invis, get the flank on him. The third hit stabs a headshot and he instantly just dies. And yeah, there was this crossbow bug last playtest where sometimes the animation of the shot would go off. And it would make the sound, but it wouldn't actually shoot the bolt. And yeah, it was really annoying. And sometimes the bug could happen multiple times. So there were instances where I shot like 3 times and I still hadn't actually fired the bolt off. And yeah, it's a pretty annoying bug, but I mean, that's the reason we have these playtests in the first place. Iron out all the bugs, and I'm sure in the full game that probably won't be a thing. But yeah, I make quick work of the naked rogue there. Come up here. Just loot through this room a little bit. Sadly, without lockpick expert, this room's not that good because there is a lot of locked chests. But with lockpick expert, I think there's there can be up to 3 lines HUDs, which is like pretty nuts for one room in the crypts. So I drop down here. I'm looking for any unlocked lines HUD chests. Nothing yet. Slide over here on the west side of the room. There's a door. Sadly, it's locked, and there's a golden chest in there that I wouldn't be able to loot anyway. So yeah, honestly, if you're not mining and you don't have lockpick expert, this room really isn't even that worth it to loot. But if you're looking for cobalt ore or you have lockpicks, it's pretty worth. There's a good amount of loot in here. But at this point, I decide I'm just gonna head out. Run through the poison cloud for a second. And I haven't talked about the announcement, but Ironbase did make an official announcement that early access is sadly being delayed. We don't know how long the delay is. They haven't really given us too much information, but I think it's safe to assume that it probably won't be this month. Hopefully early next month would be what I'm hoping for, but yeah, nothing is set in stone yet, and we're not too sure what's going on with the whole legal situation. But yeah, I really hope, we can pull through this, because I've been playing other games, And let me tell you, nothing is nearly as fun as Dark and Darker. I've been getting bored out of my mind. Because on top of Dark and Darker Early Access being delayed, there is like no new games that have been coming out that really interest me, to be honest. Kind of in a gaming drought at the moment. I guess for now, to satiate my gaming needs, I just watch Dark and Darker VODs and play whatever new thing comes out. But I loot through the mini library. It's one of the best rooms in the game. Get the speed shrine, run over here. I haven't seen too many players yet, so I'm kind of looking around here. Finally, though, I see a wizard. He looks a bit preoccupied. I go invis. And with this speed shrine flank, couple stabs, he goes down. I just has a barbarian friend. I wanted to push him, but he drops down into that pit, and that area is really bad to be in, so I don't chase him. That dude's getting chased by like 6 different skeletons now. Good luck to him. But for me, yeah, it's not really worth to chase. Also, looks like they weren't too geared. Wizard was basically default kit, he just had some gloves. I step on another trap. I'm just stepping on every single trap this game. Not sure what I'm doing. All good though, I can head south here and pick up the shrines. You guys know I love these shrines. I actually had what I think is a pretty good idea. So the shrine effects, there is a tiny little particle effect on you, but I feel like the shrine effects need to be like either enhanced or shrines need to be nerfed, because if you have a shrine of power and protection, you are basically just god mode. So in my opinion, like a shrine of power should probably make you glow like red. Like your character model, something like that. And maybe the shrine of protection, you get like a protection potion bubble. Except it's like tinted red or pink or whatever. Because yeah, even as a shrine lover, I can definitely acknowledge that they're a little bit OP. Especially if you don't know people have them. Because if I had to think about it, honestly, I prefer to have just all white gear and every single shrine active, except not even speed shrine, just the power and the protection, versus someone that has like all purple gear. I think the person with the shrines easily wins that fight like 9 out of 10 times. So I think there's certain changes do need to be made, in my opinion. But I do like the power boost you get from knowing where the shrines are at and like having good map knowledge. So I hope they don't actually nerf the effect, just make it like more obvious when someone has a shrine enabled. But that's just my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think. Since I am shrined up here, I am looking for a fight, but I just can't seem to find anyone. And I come in here into this dark room. I hear someone move. Someone takes a swing at me. There's a fighter hiding in the dark. And I easily could have died there to like 2 longsword swings, but thankfully it was kind of dark and he missed. I just head on out of there. And that was pretty scary. But I'll just come over here to get the shrine of power that's hidden in this little secret tunnel. There's always this worry in the back of my mind when I loot these like hidden shrines or hidden rooms that someone's already hiding in there, but I've actually never had that happen to me yet, where someone is like hiding next to the shrine in there. But yeah, I'm chasing this barbarian when suddenly this fighter and rogue push this guy. So we got 3 different teams, including me at this point. I just pushed the fighter because I hit him with the crossbow. Couple stabs, he goes down. Close the door and get some healing in here. And yeah, because I have the power shrine, the crossbow shot probably softened him up quite a bit, so I knew I could push in. Now I'm healed up. Just gonna loot this guy. Doesn't have anything too crazy. But I just loot him kind of to bait his friend, go invis, back up a little bit. Wait for him to take a few swings, and I go on him. Couple more stabs and he goes down. So I guess he won his fight against the barbarian, but then I get buffed up with the protection potion and it was an easy kill. Unfortunately for me, still no upgrades, but it's all good. Take the XP anyway for High Roller. And now I'm looking around here, seeing if I can find anyone else. I think I heard some like metal armor movement at one point. So I'm kind of just looking around here. Don't see anything yet. I'm gonna come investigate this big room. And I hear someone on my left. I think that's a barb loot in a chest. I go for a shot on him with the crossbow, but it's not reloaded, sadly. He's running across the other side of the room. I go for a shot, and then I don't know if I got headshot or not by that crossbow skeleton, but all of a sudden I'm 30% health. And I'm a little bit scared, so I'm gonna open up this red portal now. Gotta be careful here. And yeah, I don't know if that was a headshot or not. I think it was, but I thought that a headshot from the crossbow skeletons was always a one-tap on a rogue, unless you had like an insane amount of strength. So maybe I got really lucky or something, I'm not too sure. But thankfully I didn't die there. There's a couple times this episode where I easily could have died now. Gotta be a little bit more careful going forward. I noticed this open blue portal though, and I'm gonna run towards that, but there is this random fighter that's kind of just waiting for it. I'm opening these red portals just in case I need a quick escape, but you see this blue portal. It's a little dark, which made me worried. Throw the lantern. I don't see anyone here. Open this up, and now I'm kind of walking around looking for this barbarian I saw earlier. Come through here. He was in this big room, and I don't see a death on the top right kill feed, so he's either in the dungeon or he already took a portal and got out. He couldn't have died yet. I don't hear anything, and I'd probably hear him fighting mobs in the big room if he was still in the dungeon, so I decided to just take my 4 kills and head out. And yeah, looks like he took a portal, so that wraps that up. And after that, we are level 15 high roller ready. Come over here, sell everything, rearrange the inventory. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.